two gambling operations that we believe are operating in concert. This one here behind me is 6367 Montgomery Drive, and the other location in question is 6613 Lakeview Drive, not too far from here. We received information from the Precinct 4 Commissioner's office, Tommy Calvert's office, indicating that there was illegal gambling going on at one of these locations. We had undercover investigators start an investigation. Based upon their observations, they were able to get enough information to obtain warrants. They had linked both locations together, and so they were able to get locations that we executed at the exact same time. For security reasons, we hit both simultaneously with two different SWAT teams. We were able to make entries into both forced entries, but both went very, very smoothly. Here at this location on Montgomery, we have got, I think, 4 people detained. And at the location on Lakeview, I believe there's 3 people detained. Right now, they each of those 7 people face the possibility of a charge of promotion of gambling, which is a Class A misdemeanor. And at this point, we do believe that there's cash involved in both, but we don't know an exact amount yet. We probably won't until tonight or tomorrow once we've counted it. And so it's something that we're looking forward to finding out exactly what the fruits of our labor are. Esta tarde nosotros estamos, esta es una de las dos, uno de los dos negocios que nosotros ejecutamos órdenes de reviso en los dos negocios. Los dos son negocios donde hay juegos ilegales, donde nosotros recibimos información de la oficina de comisionero Tommy Calvert en Precinct 4, que ellos nos dieron la información que estaban haciendo juegos ilegales aquí. Nosotros empezamos una investigación encubierto con nuestros oficiales. Nosotros descubrimos que habían los dos negocios, pero que estaban trabajando en concierto. Nosotros este día sacamos información para las órdenes de reviso y nosotros, utilizando el equipo de SWAT, les pegamos a los dos lugares al mismo tiempo por razones de seguridad. Y ya cuando entramos, nosotros logramos detener 4 personas en este negocio y 3 personas en el otro. Ahorita ellos se enfrentan con cargos de promoción, de tener un lugar de juegos ilegales. Y pues ahorita nosotros estamos concentrándonos en tratar de revisar los dos negocios para averiguar qué evidencia está ahí. Ya hemos encontrado dinero en efectivo, pero hasta ahorita no se sabe cuánto tienen. Sabemos que en este negocio tienen aproximadamente 40 máquinas de juego ilegal y nosotros ahorita estamos entrando a cada una y averiguando cuánto dinero en efectivo hay en cada una.
Hay gente que diría, son más juegos, ¿qué tanto puede ser esto criminal? ¿Esto trae otras actividades?
Esto atrae otras personas que obviamente estos negocios atraen personas que quisieran robarlos por el dinero. También muchas veces lo que nosotros hemos visto es que en negocios así les quitan el dinero a las personas ancianas que viven aquí en estas vecindades. Muchas veces estas personas viven cheque a cheque y pues obviamente no tienen mucho dinero y estos negocios toman ventaja que estas personas se ponen como adictos a los juegos y les quitan el dinero. Y también el problema grande de estos negocios es que muchas veces las organizaciones de crimen organizado son los que benefician de estos negocios. Entonces para nosotros es un gusto tumbar estos negocios y quitarles el dinero y tratar de desmantelar las organizaciones que benefician de ellos. In this one, there's about 40 different machines of all different kinds, all different makes. But in the other location, I know that there's a couple of dozen, but I don't know exactly how many. Right now, we're going through the process of entering each machine. Most of them with keys, but if we have to force entry to them, we absolutely will. But we have to get in and determine how much money is there. Once we're done with our part of the investigation, the fire marshal, always a great partner in these operations, will then come in and begin looking for any violations of code. Many times, because it's so many electronic devices plugged in, many times what we find is that it's a fire code violation, and the fire marshal is able to shut them down based upon that.
You say you detained four people at this place?
That's four people here and then 3 at the other one. No, thankfully our SWAT team was able to get in very, very quickly. Both of them, I can tell you, had uniformed security working at both locations. But right now, those uniformed security officers are among those arrested. They're probably going to be going to jail tonight, based upon what we saw. I'm sorry.
Are they private security?
They're with a security company. They're licensed armed security, and right now they're both under arrest. Yeah, and so there's a bunch of different things that are problematic with businesses like this. People say, well, what's the harm? Well, there's several different levels of harm. For one, these places a lot of times will prey upon the elderly that live in these communities. These folks that are on a fixed income due to either a limited pension or government checks of some sort, and these folks run a con game on them. Basically, they're just taking what little money they have every month and they're taking it from them. They're playing upon their hopes that they're getting going to get rich quick, and it never happens. So they keep taking the money from these people that are on a fixed income. Second of all, they attract a crowd that will come in and rob people. They'll either rob the business or they'll rob people that are leaving. Quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if an employee says, hey, shoots a call to somebody and says, hey, there's an elderly lady leaving here that she just won about $1,000. She's driving a maroon so-and-so. And they'll be robbed as a result of it. And then the third, and probably the biggest concern for us, is that a lot of these operations finance organized crime groups. And so that's why our organized crime division has taken a big step in hitting all of these, and we'll hit them whether they're in unincorporated Bexar County, out in the middle of the sticks, or in the middle of an incorporated area as well.
Any idea how long they've been in business here?
Just a couple of months is my understanding. And I just received further information that in addition to the 40 machines here, is 25 machines at the other one. So 65 machines in total. They were open for business when SWAT hit them. As a matter of fact, I think there were some customers here. Now those customers will get a citation. They'll usually just get a citation and then we'll send them on their way. It is still a violation of the law, but it's a Class C misdemeanor. I don't know what it's zoned for, if at all. But I'm not sure what the zoning is of it. But I know that the fire marshal will be able to determine a lot of that.
What do they call
themselves? Inside there's a sign, a fancy sign that says Silver Sevens. But I don't know if that's the actual name of it or if that's just a decoration that they have up. It's actually, I've been in a couple of dozen of these over the past couple of years, and it's actually, believe it or not, very clean inside. It doesn't smell like smoke. It doesn't stink. It seems to be plumbed correctly. Everything's rather clean, but it's just lined wall to wall with machines. That's all they're dedicated to. I know there's a little snack table set up with hot dogs and nachos and things like that, but overall, it's single-minded in purpose, and it's just a gambling operation is all it is.